Welcome to the course preview for the 5th event in the 2024 BDGA Tour Rumble in the Jungle. We're going to be at Lilford Disc Golf Course in Manchester. Your tournament director for this event is Adam Reade, and this course preview is brought to you by myself, Bubba, from Ace Disc Golf. Now let's get into it. Hole 1. Welcome to the jungle. On paper, it's a pretty simple 120 meter par 4. When you break it down, it should be 2 easy 60 meter shots, but the tight fairway really makes that pretty difficult. Hole 2 is an 89 meter par 3 with a demanding tee shot, be that a technical backhand turnover or a straight to fade forehand flip, into a guarded green which is tucked away a lot more than the tee sign suggests. Hole 3 is a 74 meter par 3. The only danger here is not hitting your gap off of your tee shot. It will leave with a difficult scramble, and the rough here at Lilford is really rough. Hole 4 is a very technical 88 meter par 3. Now if you're getting close to the green, send me a message because I have no idea how. I normally break this hole down by throwing a putter up to the Mando on your right, leaving me with an open up shot through this specific gap to this guarded green. Hole 5 is a relatively simple 75 meter par 3. The two dangers on this hole is the Mando on the right and the rough on the left. You just got to feel confident hitting that gap. Hole 6 is another 120 meter par 4. Now, get as much distance as you can off the tee, find one of the multiple options to the basket for your upshot, hopefully cutting a birdie. Hole 7 is a 72 meter par 3. You have the options of a forehand and a backhand off the tee, for whichever one you're most comfortable with. But don't go too long, because it will leave you with a really tricky putt. Hole 8 is a very technical 72 meter par 3. The backhand line takes you into this guarded part of the green, and the forehand takes you on a line away from the basket. Choose your devil, and best of luck. Hole 9 is a downhill 70-meter par 3. It plays a little shorter than the distance suggests due to the downhill nature, and make sure your disc doesn't turn over into the right. Throw something true, straight, down the middle, and you'll be golden. Hole 10 is a 70-meter par 3. You'll do very well to stay on the fairway for this hole, because right and left rough is jail. You can break down the hole, play to the wooden log laying on the floor. That gives you an easy upshot for par. If you're going for birdie, you want a committed tee shot in a very specific window on this hole. Hole 11 is a 65-meter par 3 with a relatively open tee shot over an OB swamp pond, and then it tightens significantly into a bottlenecked green. Hole 12 is a 68-meter par 3. This hole is deceptively downhill. It's going to be very important that you match the gradient of the slope with your drive. Try not to be too left, try not to be too right. Definitely try not to be too long. Best of luck. Hole 13 is an uphill 61-meter par 3. This hole demands a baby turnover, but if you go too long, you will be part of this wood pile, leaving you with a tricky stance on your putt. Hole 14 is an 88-meter par 3. Upgrade your baby turnover to an adult turnover, or unleash your forehand through one of these two gaps off the tee pad and into this really small green. Hole 15 is a 76-meter par 3. The main corridor to the basket is the one that the drone is flying through. You have two sets of trees to get through, and then into a tricky green. Hole 16 is a 104-meter par 4. You have two options off the tee. There is an option that the drone isn't flying through, which is the left side backhand turnover straight into the fairway. Or you have a bit more of a touchy backhand gap, which distance isn't the key, it's placing it in the middle of the fairway. Ready for a reasonably difficult upshot. Hole 17 is an 83-meter par 3. It's got a surprisingly sharp dogleg left shape to it. Once you get around that corner, the basket still has some length to go. It is a very tricky penultimate hole. Hole 18 is a 103 metre par 3, probably the hardest hole on the course, with a really specific tunnel off the tee, which leads into a guarded green that you need distance and fade to get past the last guarding clump of trees on your right.